Welcome to Honorary Minorities, the podcast with a dumb name and dumber hosts.
I'm Sophie Moyer.
I'm Isaiah Rios.
And I'm Zy Wood. Today we have another guest, Mr. Noah Yonker.
Hello.
Yeah,
Another
whole
white one.
another white one. Yeah, we only have those here. Okay. Okay. Today we'll be ranking Stranger Things characters, which I know some of y'all are already going to be thinking that we left the parents out, but really we just kept we got to minimize at times. So we really just kept it at the main core group and some of basically all the college students. But other than that, yeah. So what are where are y'all at on Stranger Things as the show?
So my opinion of Stranger Things isn't that high. I saw season 1. I thought it was pretty good. I was like, yeah, it's kind of neat. I like the mystery of it. I like all the characters. Like, it's pretty neat. And then season 2 killed any interest I had. I hate, like, right away, right off the bat, the opening scene with 8, I think her name is.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, all right. I'm not a huge fan of doing, like, there's another special one. And, like, it's just, like, the mystery is already solved, and it felt like it was just kind of, like, I don't know. There's nothing in it to keep me engaged, so I kind of just dropped it after that. And then, the only other Stranger Things stuff I had seen is, like, bits and pieces of season 5. Including the entirety of the last episode. And it probably isn't a hot take, but I did not think it was good.
It's fair.
Yeah, that's a lot of people's opinions. So yeah, you wouldn't be alone on that. Where are you at on the show?
How many seasons are there again?
5.
There's 5. Yep.
Cinco.
What's the season with the mall and the ice
That
cream
was
shop?
that was season 3.
3.
Oh, I watched up to season 3.
Watched up to season 3.
I've watched all of Stranger Things.
I know.
I'm really ashamed of the way I watched all of Stranger Things because I watched it all within 2 weeks. The first 4 seasons within 2 weeks. Because it was
Christmas
right
break?
before. Yeah, it was right before Christmas break, and then obviously I played basketball at the time, and we stay over Christmas break, so like there's nothing to do. So I was just watching Stranger Things to catch up to watch the finale with my girlfriend. But overall, I enjoyed the show. I agree. Season 2 is a low point for sure. As far as the show as a whole, it was a very low point. The focus on 8, and then it didn't really pay off ever. And then season 5 was good, but like the ending was not super satisfying.
I will say that like season 5, like the first half really had high potential.
Yes, like the fourth,
And then
the end of volume 1 is perfect.
that was probably like the high point. Is like
Exactly.
at that last scene,
Mhm.
and then going into all the next of it was just kind of like it was all went downhill from there.
Yeah,
I liked season 1 and 3 the best, I think.
yeah. 3 is my favorite.
Yeah, I did like season 1 just because I mean, it was some of it was still very new to everybody
Mhm.
at that time, but also I really did like season 4.
4 is great. I know why you like season 4.
Yeah.
Season 4 seems to be, like, typically, I hear that season 4 is typically, like, season 1 and 4 to be the best. Like, most people like those.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I haven't seen them, but at least from what I've heard from
I
it.
think you should watch 3 and 4. They're great. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, they're my favorite seasons of that show.
Oh my gosh. So like quick story before we get into the ranking. The night that this was before they started doing like the volumes, like for that first season where they did the volumes. So this is when season 3 came out. That it was like I think it came out on July 4th, like that at midnight. So I sat there for 8 hours straight, not totally taking into consideration like, oh, I gotta be up at a decent hour for July 4th because there's probably gonna be a party somewhere. So I did not end up going to sleep until like 10 o'clock that morning just because I binge watched Stranger Things the season 3 when it came out. And I was like totally messed up like that whole day.
It's worth it though. It's a great season.
No, like energy was weird that day. And then yeah, season 3 I watched like the whole finale just messed me up for a bit. No, not for a bit, but like just for like a few minutes.
Yeah. I know
But
why.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But,
It was terrible.
so but that was really it. But I just stayed up the whole night, which I probably shouldn't have done that. But we all make mistakes. But
Mine is being here.
I've stayed up.
But-
I've stayed up all night twice to finish video games. So I think it's not necessarily like
I mean, at least you get the joy out of the video game. Someone dies
I
at the
about
end
to
of
say,
the
yeah.
Touche.
Or well,
Or hold on.
dies.
The second
Dies,
game.
yeah.
The second game was Liza P. For like which anyone who's played it.
Billy did die.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
There's
spoilers! There will be spoilers on this
If you
podcast.
haven't seen Stranger Things and you're
Apparently.
watching this podcast,
If you haven't seen it by now, it's your fault. You're gonna get a
It
bunch of
really
spoilers
is.
here.
Anyway, so Liza P. Spoilers. But there's a point like toward the end game of that game that like tore me up, and I was like, so I'm gonna kill every single person in this building and then myself. So
Oh,
then I
wow.
ended up finishing the game.
Oh, fair
Wow.
enough.
So there's that story.
Also, another spoiler: Donald Trump is in the show. All right, let's get to.
Is
No, he's not.
No, he's
He's
not.
not. He's not.
definitely not.
All right.
remember being in
I
this
thought
show.
you meant this. I thought you meant he was gonna be on our podcast. And I was like, oh, news to me.
Holy crap!
He had to get his one impression in for the show. I totally feel it. All right.
I'm ready.
You have to do orange face though.
No.
Let's get to the rankings. All right. So first of all, we're starting.
Lucas
with,
is after.
all right.
No specific reason. Nancy, Max,
Lucas
They're
is left here. There's no other particular reason.
11.
He's black. He's black. All
Is
right.
black. There wouldn't be.
All right.
I'm doing a parody. I'm
Okay,
actually-
we need to get it started.
Final
All right,
rules, I really
we're
like-
starting with the. I guess he would have kind of. I guess he would be considered like the leader of the group. But Mike Wheeler,
I think M tier for Mike.
M tier,
Below the.
Let's just keep going that way.
below F tier.
No.
I would probably put him at a solid C or D.
I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with C.
C.
Yeah, for Mike.
He's not my least favorite of the kids. Because I will be honest, the kids' plot line in season 1 was my least favorite.
Yeah, because
It's like I just found him kind of annoying, with the exception of one, who I really like, which we'll get there when we get there.
Okay.
But Mike, he's not the most annoying, because there's another one that's annoying. So like I kind of put him in C tier because it's just a case of like he's fine, but he's definitely not. Keep in mind, I've only seen seasons 1 and 2, so
that's fair for yeah. That's fair.
Right. What do you think? Or
Yeah, I don't-
from
I
off of
don't
what
think
you've
he's
seen?
that annoying. I think all the kids are kind of annoying, but they're kind
They're
of like
kids.
12, and so like
Yeah.
I've never met a 12-year-old who's not annoying.
Touché.
So like I guess realism or whatever. I think C's fine.
C is fine.
I
All
agree.
right. Oh, I'm trying not to burp in the mic.
You did, and I heard it.
Yeah, my bad. Try to burp away and it still picks it up.
So I didn't want to give y'all ASMR.
No, not today. Y'all don't get that for free.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
Beat me by 1 second.
No, yeah. All right. Next character up is Dustin Henderson.
F. I
F
hate,
tier.
I hate
Oh,
What?
you're lying,
I-
dude. You
Come
have to keep
on.
watching then.
It's-
You have to keep
What's
watching
wrong
then.
with him?
Absolutely
He was
not.
kind of annoying in season 1. In season 2, he drove me up a wall.
What?
I could not.
You didn't get
handle
to
it.
see season 3, Dustin, then, and that's
No.
the
He's
problem.
great.
Oh, even in
Great.
season 5 too, he was kind of getting on my nerves.
Okay, but
because it was like, he's
Wait,
like,
you
no, no.
skipped
no,
season 3?
but Eddie, I'm like, you're
yeah, he
the
hasn't watched
fate
3 or
of
4.
the fate of the world is at stake, and like I get you're upset, but like, can you like lock in for 5 seconds?
Yes, but did you watch the second volume? He redeems himself a little bit because I also was mad at him in season 5.
And not all, like I said, so bits and
Okay,
pieces season
fair
5 and then the finale.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was like that's one thing you had to kind of take into consideration. Like, yeah, we all didn't like where his I guess his character, his personality was going for a bit, but then again, you do have to take into consideration that the last season he kind of he watched his I guess what would be
Like,
his
yeah.
mentor or the
Mhm.
person that he looked up to. He watched him die. So it's
Wait,
like,
who died?
Which like I
Eddie.
huh? Eddie.
his
Oh,
mentor.
yeah, you're gonna get a lot of spoilers too.
Oh yeah, you are. Yeah.
This was the guy with the hair that you were talking about.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
the
guy that
oh,
plays Master of Puppets.
okay.
Yeah, best.
I mean, people don't really like characters that much until they die. So
Oh, I
That's-
loved
that's
Eddie
crazy.
from the
I,
start.
well, that's literally who I thought of whenever I saw Eddie was Zai.
Yeah,
So
quite literally just me and
Yeah,
a
it literally
Stranger
is
Things
you.
character.
yeah. But,
But,
no, Dustin is not going F tier.
He's not. I
at
would not
all.
put him F tier. at
I
all.
liked like from
bare
season 1 to
minimum.
3, he seemed kind of like not problematic, kind of positive.
Mhm.
I don't know. I liked his character a lot.
He seemed like one of the more
Chill.
genuine ones out of
Yeah,
all
Yes,
of them.
yeah.
I agree.
That's a good word.
And he's smart. He's super smart.
Stupid smart dude.
Stupid smart.
So
it's
okay,
not my
I know.
fault.
I wasn't sure. I didn't know if you had anything against it. So
I just find him annoying. I think the whole thing with like his like the demo thing that ate his cat.
Oh,
that's-
the
Oh, womp womp to the
Wait,
cat.
what
but
happened? Wait, why?
Well, it's like he kept like
he brought back what did he name it?
Wait, why
It's
was
like
that
name
bad
like
again?
Glorp Gloop.
No,
Glorp.
it was.
Oh, he kept the pet that ate his cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
What
no,
was
it's his grandma's
What do you
cat,
call
right?
it?
Well,
no,
it
it's
was his
technically
mom's
his cat.
but it's still just a case of like.
But he
'Cause at
thought
the-
it was. He thought
He
it
should have
make it
listened to the
good.
group.
Well, that's the thing. It's like exactly like you have the
Yeah.
group saying like, "Hey, this thing is like hellspawn. We probably shouldn't keep it around," which I think is
Exactly.
fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it Spot? Spike?
But it also showed that he had
I
a
think
heart
it-
for
I'm
living
looking
things.
this
I
up.
guess.
That's one of the things I probably
guess,
don't
but
remember
like
much.
it's,
I'm
it's
looking
not
this
like
up.
it's a caterpillar or it's not like it's a spider or something. It's
It's a whole freaking
demon.
demo.
It's a thing that came from a demon.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what.
It's a demon from a demon. That kind of sounds
Real.
I think it's just a
If
line.
he didn't hear
named
demon
it
twice, he
Dart.
probably would have
Dart.
kept it, dog.
That's what he named it.
What?
Dart.
Dart.
And it was
Dart or
Dart. Dart.
Because it was like that's one of those things where I'm like, if I was one of his friends, I would crash out. I would have like a
That's fair.
That's true, that's true.
generational
It starts
crash
that,
out on him.
Yeah, it starts that plot in
'Cause
season
it's-
2. So I get why you'd be upset with him.
I was like,
Mhm.
this is an insane. Yeah, like you have the thing where like we're
But-
supposed to be the smart one, and he.
Oh, I also was
Yeah.
12 when I watched Stranger Things season 1, so
Oh,
I don't really.
That's fair.
Fair
I was
enough.
gonna say it's all fresh in my mind because I've watched it like fairly recently. But
so I'd probably go S or A with Dustin.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Really?
S or A. Yeah, either one of those. Fun.
Yeah,
Fun to go.
yeah.
I have no agreements with it.
What do you think?
Personally, S.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
that's what I'm thinking too. We'll give the guest a call on this one. All right, Lucas.
My goat.
Lucas is your
My
goat.
man. He's
That's
my
your-
goat.
Lucas
That's your
is-
goat now.
I love Lucas, dude.
Really?
I share a few
He's
things.
the only
with
voice of reason in the group. I
Mhm.
love him.
That's fair.
The amount of times I would like say something like, or just kind of like think like, oh, they should do this, or they're stupid for doing this. Lucas would say the exact same thing. I'm like, yeah.
I thought he was annoying
he's
as a
my
kid.
guy.
Like when I was a
Of course
kid.
he
Like, what do you
Why?
think?
'Cause he's
Season
black?
1.
Especially
Lucas.
like because he was always so negative. Like
Season 1, Lucas.
He's cautious. Yes.
and season
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It's because
3.
They're like 5-year-olds fighting
You
the
know, I
forces of
didn't watch
hell.
yeah,
This is true.
he's kind of the one with he's the only one with reason.
Yeah, that's
and
probably
logic,
why I didn't like him.
common
I
sense.
share a few things with Lucas. We're both left-handed basketball players.
Oh, my lord.
He's up there for me. They also have the best romance out of all the kids. Him and Max.
Yeah,
100%.
I feel like because you saw him kind of start to drift away from the group, but then again they ended up reeling him back
Yeah,
in just
right.
because he realized where he was at. I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
I could deal with this guy.
Exactly. But
Oh wait, I did watch a little bit of season 4. I just remembered with
Yeah, 'cause
that
he hits a bunch
that
of
lady in the trailer.
Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Chrissy, wake up.
I barely. Okay, I watched like 2 episodes, I think.
I don't like
Wake up, Chrissy. I don't like this.
I thought it was kind of scary.
No,
I
that
was
was
scared of
terrifying
season
just
two.
watching all that.
Oh wait, is that the one where
She
wait,
Basically,
wait,
her
I think I
arms and
did
legs
watch
start
that. I
breaking.
just wasn't paying attention.
Oh, nice
Oh,
job.
Yeah,
Because
because
I was
everyone told me
scared.
that.
Well, then you're
was-
the perfect audience for a Netflix show.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that they explain everything to 20
Yeah.
times. Well, it's because I was scared of it when it came out.
Fair enough.
And she was flying.
Mm.
The songs
I'm gonna
were
go with a
so-
B.
That's what I was thinking.
She alone is the honored one. B.
Yeah.
What?
B.
Why B? Bro's like awesome. I don't know what you.
Yeah, he's a bro, so B.
Oh my god.
B for bro.
Yeah, B for
Oh,
bro.
I
brothers.
I want to say.
I'm fine with A.
Obviously, like you guys are kind of the final call on it. I've only seen like a season and a half and an episode fully.
I'll be fine with A if we
I'm-
need to put him there. I'm okay with it.
I'm fine with that too.
Yeah,
A-
I just
AB,
wouldn't put him
he's like
over.
in between, but he's not
He's a tweener.
touching. Yeah, he's
So
not touching dust.
We're going with A. On
Yes.
This one? Okay, I guess. Oh wait, not S.
See, he belongs in S.
It just happened that he put it there.
Fate
It's a
demands it.
Fair enough. Oh my gosh. Okay. Will Byers.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm
See,
actually gonna defend him. So
No,
go ahead.
I will defend him for being.
You didn't get
or-
to see much of him if you watched season 1. So
It's like I didn't get to see much of him, but like the flashbacks of him I thought were neat. The bits with him in season 2 I thought
Mhm.
were cool.
Mhm.
yeah,
And then the part I did see in season 5 was his whole like warlock awakening,
Mhm.
where like he killed all the. I was like, that's
yeah,
really cool.
that was where he
Um,
peaked, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I know you have the whole like I'm gay thing, but like
Wait, they're both
I just knew it was gonna get mentioned. Whenever I saw
like-
his name there, it had to be mentioned. It had to be
Yeah,
No,
it had to be,
yeah,
but
but-
it's just a case of like that.
It's- yeah.
It's kind of an unfortunate scene through like the pacing of it, the construction of it, the way it's
Mhm.
presented. It's like, yeah, that doesn't mesh well. But some of those things
Yeah.
are like, besides that scene alone,
Mhm.
I do really like his character, and like him and Lucas, my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of just
okay.
of the group where I'm like, I like him.
And
He's
plus, he's cool. Like he's the only one that has anywhere near the power that L kind of does, and then
Yeah.
you kind of see it come to fruition in the last season
But also, yeah, there's also the fact that most of this kind of just started with
because
him,
of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
because of his whatever.
And the whole
How did that even happen?
cool.
he was the
How
first
did
one to
this
get
even
kidnapped,
happen?
I
Yeah,
guess.
how like this whole
He-
story with him whenever it started.
Something I think the Demogorgon found him. I think he tripped, like he fell on his bike, I think by accident, cut
Uh-huh.
himself, and started walking back home, and that's when the Demogorgon I think found him.
Interesting.
He
okay.
started, like he went into the shed, was trying to get away, and then the Demogorgon took him.
Okay.
Took him.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was just kind of it was one of those
It was
like,
just kind of fate, honestly.
bad place or wrong place, wrong time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I'd probably put him in S or A.
Really?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe under Lucas.
That's what I was
Or
thinking
over
too,
Lucas?
like under Lucas, in my
Under
opinion.
Lucas. So
Yeah.
probably like A or B. Which one of those sounds better to y'all?
I'm okay with A.
I'm fine with A too.
A.
Yeah.
Where are you at on it? Facial expressions. Blink twice if you're in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, to what? Come on.
What are the options again? A, A.
Do you want to put it in A under
I think
Lucas
A.
or A?
A under Lucas.
A under Lucas. Fair enough.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, what was that?
Was that a
A
sneeze?
yawn?
Something about to happen.
So that's called the yawn. It's what happens when your body like
When
is
you're
either
tired.
tired, dehydrated.
No, dude,
you
I'm
know.
You guys are
stupid.
very used to that.
I'm stupid tired after last night. I went to a concert and I'm like very. It's usually
Well,
that tired,
well.
the tired that you are after like going to a concert.
Yeah. Guys, we all know how that feels
Yeah,
going to
I'm
a
so
concert.
sorry. Yeah, I have to.
You
I
don't?
figured there's some kind of event that y'all go to that where you're like, oh, I'm
Church.
just beat.
Church.
Oh yeah, really? Church.
I went to a church Christmas concert once.
Get over it.
Get a load of this guy.
But-
Okay, so next one up is 11, or I guess her actual name would be Jane Hopper. I
Mhm.
guess. Yeah.
E for 11. No.
E for 11. Fair enough. I mean.
1 for 11.
1 for 11.
The one thing that I could not stand about her character is that she felt like she could do whatever she wants, and then if you didn't give her what she wanted, she would always tell you you're just like Papa just
Yeah.
because you don't agree with her.
I don't.
So I'm like, bro,
I don't lie. I
She's also-
protect.
and the whole friends don't lie thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro,
Isn't
come
she
on.
also like developmentally challenged because she lived in like a
And
Yeah,
she's
but we don't
square?
care about
basically
that.
okay.
We don't care. We don't care.
Okay, one of
She
my
should have been
favorite
better, more developed.
one of my favorite memes for Stranger Things, and it's I think it's for season 4. I want to say it's when Vecna like
Oh, never
has 11, and he's like he's explaining, like, giving their whole speech, and explaining her whatever.
For
Mhm.
the people
But keep
listening
in
and not
mind-
watching.
Yeah. Keep in mind, 11 doesn't know what the word like friend means. Like she's very like you're saying, like very
Mhm.
developmentally challenged. So anything he's saying is just going over her head.
Mhm.
So the meme is like this angry rant from Vecna. It's like the two pictures, like the Vecna. Then for 11, it's just showing waffles.
That's all she cares about.
It's like, that's just the only thing on her mind.
Heck
It's
yeah.
just like
Absolutely.
Oh my
I
gosh.
thought you were going to talk about the meme of her at school
oh.
when she goes, Angela. That's my favorite.
I like
I love
blocked
that
that
one.
out of my mind.
Yeah.
I had
Golly,
such
I
second-hand
I
embarrassment.
forgot about that.
It's so
That was one of
good.
those clips I kept seeing that I was like,
It's so funny.
All right.
What season did Max come in again?
It's season 2.
Two.
Oh.
Yeah.
I liked her in season 1 and 3. I didn't like her as much in season 2.
Are we talking about L?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially like Max was in
But it's
the
like
season
Max is
one.
not
I was
in
like,
season
wait a minute.
one.
What did you just ask for?
Doesn't know
When Max
ball.
showed up, that was season 2. Yeah, we like Max in season 1.
Yeah, Max was the best character in season 1.
Oh my gosh.
She
But
was there more than Will.
I'm going E or F with L. Really.
What?
What?
That's crazy.
I
But, she
don't
has,
care.
but she's a superhero.
We should put her with her boyfriend.
She's like,
Oh. Wait, really?
I think.
Maybe
Low-key,
C.
I-
Okay.
See, because it's like
It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, just because I'm like. Then again, that's like half of
It's
society
like-
is nowadays.
that's like she's the main reason why they would win everything.
I don't care. The development of this character, dude. I'm telling you, did not like it.
I mean,
That's fair.
The attitude in which she came from.
So it's
What
not
she
really her
developed?
fault though.
No,
It's not her fault that she got adopted by Hopper. All right, because
I was-
Hopper is
Yeah.
just he's got so many emotions.
I was about to say the thing with 11 is like everything that she's portrayed with, the way she's acted by Millie Bobby Brown, her concept, everything would work if the Duffer Brothers were better writers and could write better characters.
And
Because
yeah,
it kind of feels like stuff that I don't like about her is partly kind of like we were saying with Hopper. It's like it's kind of because of everyone else around her. Not to say like
yeah,
nothing's her
it's
fault,
like the influences,
but it's
on
just
her.
a case of like it's
'Cause,
the
like-
influences on her
Mhm.
and like the people she can bounce off of just aren't that interesting. Like none of the dynamics really like entice me. Like oh, like this is a cool like oh what's like she's gonna say to this type of person. Like
Right.
when I say like oh 11 and what's his face Eddie have a discussion. Does that like bring any excitement? Or,
No.
or it's like
Did they? Though?
I don't think
no,
they did.
I don't think
There
they
are several
did.
people
They
that
never
did not have
interacted.
conversations.
well, that's the thing. So it's just a case of like I feel like the people that the show surrounded her with was just not best equipped with the type of concept and type of character she is.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things where, like I kind of put the blame. Obviously, put most of stuff I don't like about Stranger Things on the writers, so that being the Duffer Brothers.
Yeah.
So it's a case of like, I just feel like they had the character, were like, oh, this is a cool concept, but didn't know what to do with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
She's like a better Ray, is the best way I'd say it.
That's honestly not a bad way of putting it because yeah, I can see that. But she's very easily influenced. Elle is because if you look at season 3, well, I don't know if you know, because like whenever Max and her became friends, like it like changed her whole personality for the whole season.
Yeah.
And then okay, she's back to be with Mike, and I didn't understand that, but yeah, I feel like she
Middle
has to
school
be
drama, dude.
You said what?
It's a middle school drama, dude.
Wait, were
Real.
they really still in middle school in season 3?
I think that was middle school
in-
because season 4 is when they get to.
Yeah,
high
season
school.
4 is when they become
season 4
freshmen
is
in high school.
Yeah.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. So like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, never
Yeah.
mind. Because season 5, yeah, they fast forwarded to graduation.
Yeah, that's right. Because
Gotcha.
time
Graduate?
jumped. Yeah.
yeah. At the
Somehow-
end, the last episode, they fast forward to
Sorry,
graduation.
we haven't gotten there yet. But how did
Season
Max
6
graduate?
is going to be college.
Hmm?
Oh.
I said, how did Max graduate?
God knows, man. She was in a coma for how long?
Forever.
Wait, she
It's
was in a
called bad
coma.
writing.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was in a coma for a bit after like season 4 because of
Yeah, 'cause she
whatever
almost
Vecna
died.
tried to get her.
Yeah.
Vecna.
Vecna.
Vecner.
Vecna.
Vector. Wait, what's the guy from?
Oh
Gru?
yeah. Okay, since Max is next, let's try to rank
L. So
L
put-
real quick.
We can do C.
See,
I'm fine
See,
with that.
I think put
under or over Mike?
over.
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 I'd
Okay.
rather watch more stuff with her.
I agree.
Like yeah, like if you're like, hey, like the best writer, like Aaron Sorkin is gonna write this character. Who are you more excited for, Mike Wheeler or 11? Like I'm gonna choose 11.
No,
Like,
yeah,
that's
that's
fine.
fair.
Okay, so now since we're already on Max, yeah, how long was she in that coma for? Was it 2 years?
I don't know.
Felt like
From
6 or
the end.
Oh my lord.
From the end of season 4 to the finale, to the finale of season 5, because she was back for the finale. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Or no, I think like in volume 2 somewhere, but still a long time. I think it was like over a year. maybe.
Because she had like that podcast episode with freaking
Yeah,
Holly or whatever, right?
I was gonna say, I might have to dock her a little bit because she was making me mad in freaking whatever she was, Vecna's mind or whatever. Because like, why would you not just run as fast as you can whenever you see,
But she was in a podcast episode in Vector's
Okay,
mind.
it's a meme. It's a meme. It's a meme because
Okay, I was
she was yapping it up with what's her face?
Holly.
Holly Wheeler, and she's like telling her all this inspirational stuff, like go save the other kids and all this. And meanwhile, the
While
portal's
the
open.
portal's open
Yeah,
to
the
get back
portal's
to him.
open to get back to
It's like
Lucas.
consciousness.
Yeah,
or
to
something
get back
like
to real life.
Yeah.
And she's just standing there talking, and like I'm like, run!
Oh, I hate when they do that in TV
That's-
It
shows
was
and
bro.
so
movies.
bad. Like, yeah,
It's like you're wasting
that.
time here. He's like, you're just gonna lose this forever, dog.
It's like the bunny.
Oh yeah, the white rabbit.
What are y'all thinking for Max?
I definitely like her more than 11 and Mike.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like she has to
I
at
think
least
so
be
too.
B.
B.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking on that.
Mhm.
So, are you cool with B?
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. I think I like
Mhm.
her more than Glenn
Yeah.
and Mike as
Yeah.
well.
I agree.
All right. Now next we got Nancy Wheeler, the older sister of
Okay.
Mike Wheeler. I don't,
I want to know your opinions first.
yeah,
Okay.
because you're the one we're
Because,
really
yeah.
like.
So I don't like Nancy.
Okay.
And it's less of what I saw from her from season 1 and 2, because I thought she was fine. Like, she was really my favorite. I was like, it's,
She's there.
I thought the relationship with Jonathan was kind of, I was kind of into it at first. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's a nice little dynamic. And then a friend reminded me, like, yeah, keep in mind, Jonathan stalked her. And I was like, that is true. I forgot about that. Because like, that's just kind
Holy
of,
crap! Yeah.
And
Yeah,
she's
'cause it's
also
like-
the reason Barb's dead.
yeah. It's like you have all this stuff that's like,
Ah,
R.I.P. Barb. We didn't forget you.
I did.
I feel
I
like,
totally forgot intentionally.
I feel like
Keep
her
going.
character and everything surrounding her is like almost like I forgot or just like an I don't care type of thing.
Yes.
Because even out the fact that she's the only one with like guns that has killed people.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
and
another
it
thing. That
affects
came
her.
out of nowhere.
It's like it affects her zero, none at all. Like, yeah, I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna go on this a little
He's
bit.
trying not to crash out.
A little bit of a soapbox, right?
Go ahead.
Mhm.
When it comes to killing in like fictional stories, you have to treat it in a way where if a character is not experienced, like they're not a soldier, they're not someone who is maybe like mentally deranged, and so you kind of have to treat it with a certain amount of reverence, because like you're taking someone's life. So obviously, when someone does it for the first time, they're going to be a little bit shooken up. Obviously, you're going to have like more villainous characters, or even potentially a hero character that just is kind of okay with it because they've are a soldier, they've done it long enough, or something they know they have to do. So you can mess with that, but it's just a case with Nancy. It's like, no, it's just to have action. She's the Rambo girl,
Mhm.
which is like, okay, that's neat. But when you have a show like this, it's like it kind of makes it weird when she's the only one armed. They're going to fight this interdimensional psychic being,
He's not wrong. Yeah.
He's cooking.
and she's the only one with the rifle. What?
Yeah.
and
Makes sense.
it's
yeah,
just,
but they're gonna win.
how?
Woohoo.
Like it's just because I hate that fight
No,
so
I
much.
get
By
it.
the way,
I get it.
Does
Oh,
the gun
trust me,
work?
I get it.
Like on the.
Oh yeah, it works. She
Oh,
uses
no.
it.
Why doesn't everyone else have a gun?
I probably jammed a couple times. Who knows? But like,
well, there's a thing too. It's where like you can even give people different weapons that are kind of at the same lethality, right? I was like, because I was telling
Like a
so-
grenade
I mean, sure, but I was even
Yes.
I
or
was,
like a
yeah.
cannon?
I was talking to my mom of like it'd be kind of interesting because you have the whole thing that's like it's inspired by D&D. Like you can even have each character kind of
Yeah.
specify a different type of weapon. Maybe like one's like a trapper. Yeah, they lay bombs. They like throw grenades. You could have Jonathan with the flamethrower. You can have Steve
That'd
with
be
the bat, and maybe like some
Heck
other
yeah.
things like that. To where you have all these weapons and all these tools at their disposal that are all equally lethal as a gun,
Mhm.
or maybe like like they can't get their hands on enough guns and enough ammunition, so they kind of have to come up with stuff. They use an old rusty chainsaw, like whatever, right?
Right.
You can mess with that, but it's just the case when you get nothing. And Nancy is like, "Yep, I have the M16." It's like, okay,
Golly.
it's just a point where like she just feels almost like
She's got a full inventory.
like kind of how Sam was 11, where it's like it feels like a character that's misplaced,
Hmm.
and she kind of just becomes less and less interesting as time went on. Especially like I said, the more I remembered about her, like, oh, she technically cheated on Steve. She like started dating her stalker.
Yeah.
Like like I said, the whole like killing thing. She technically killed Barb. Like all the stuff that kind of just happens.
Mhm.
But because they don't want to deal with it, they're just like, no, we'll just kind of continue going with this.
Yeah.
Like screw Steve. We'll like have her end up with Jonathan, despite him never really almost making amends for stalking her. Because it would be different if he's like, oh, I don't know how to. Like I'm just so like.
He was very awkward,
Awkward,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, like, but that never gets addressed.
Yeah.
'Cause you
that's
have
true.
an
Just
opportunity-
kind of.
You have an opportunity of him being like, I'm really sorry. Like, is there any way I can make it up to you? Like, just like I didn't know how to respond. I happened to be in the area because I was looking for Will, because that was the reason why he was there in the first place. Saw you, and it was just a case of like I wanted to go say hi. I wanted to say something, but I don't know. I saw you were Steve, and I was just like, you can have that and kind of have a whole arc that can be a romance arc to where he's almost making it up to her and kind of proving that he can be a good person, but just he didn't know how to act.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I kind of
Honestly don't think she'd be the worst character, but then again, that's kind of
No.
like giving me trouble as to where to put her.
I kind of want to put her in D just because, like, if I had to personally do it, I'd put her below 11 and Mike,
Yeah.
Mhm.
just because at least they're kind of like harmless and boring. Whereas Nancy kind of does take me off
Mhm.
in terms of like kind of what I was just saying, like everything surrounding her just feels very much like okay,
Yeah, fair enough. I'd be okay with D.
I'm
Okay,
fine with
yeah.
that too. Yeah.
D.
Yeah,
Indeed.
So
I like.
D.
There's certain aspects of her that I like, but then also there's certain aspects that I also think are annoying. I think
Yeah.
similarly to what Isaiah said.
Fair enough. All right. Well.
My bad.
Next one on is the stalker, Jonathan Myers.
So, what were you gonna say?
I'm indifferent about Jonathan. I'll be honest, because
It depends on the situation which he's in at the
because
moment.
I think he's a really good brother. I think, but he also his relationship with Nancy was like never good. I'll be completely honest, and I will say I was content with how their relationship ended in season 5.
Really?
Yeah, I actually was really content with that, and I really liked that scene too, where they're both like basically about to die, and they're just confessing everything, and like basically break up with each other, but are still going to be friends because they realized that their relationship was growing out of trauma, basically of like what was going on in the world, and then kind of like how they were all battling the same, villain at the same time. So like that's kind of how they became boyfriend girlfriend type of thing. But yeah, I think he's a great brother. I just think he's a terrible boyfriend. So
That's about it just about matches
Yeah.
it up because there was always something good that came out of him like helping Will in whatever situation that he was in, just being the typical big brother.
Mhm.
Not typical where
But
they're
like
not
a
fighting where they're fighting all the time,
over-the-top
but yeah,
good
Yeah.
brother. Yeah.
Another thing I just remembered about Nancy. Didn't she get him fired?
Yes, I
Like,
was
weren't
just gonna
that-
say that.
Like
I
they
was-
were at a job together.
Mhm.
oh my lord.
At the that was season 3 at the newspaper thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, or no, he was like, "You're gonna get both of us fired," and she was like, "Oh no, we're gonna be fine." Next day they get fired.
Yeah.
It's
Whoopie
one of
do.
It kind of sucks because like part of me wants to like Jonathan because I'm an older brother. I'm socially awkward. I never stalked anyone.
You got pictures of people.
What?
You got pictures of people.
No.
Oh, okay.
What?
The fact that he was also a hater on our freaking goat, Steve the Hair Harrington.
Who? Jonathan?
Yes, Jonathan.
Yes, you're right.
He never liked Steve.
I wouldn't mind. Kind of like.
I mean,
with
but then again, for obvious reasons.
I mean, Steve's just the goat too.
I mean, sure, whatever.
well, kind of like with Mike and 11. I kind of just want to put him with Nancy because it's like
Mhm.
it does make me mad a bit because I feel like he's a bit of a nothing character. Like you're right, like he does feel like he's just kind of like not a good boyfriend. Him and Nancy's relationship almost it feels like nothing happens.
Mhm.
So they try to force stuff to happen, and they're like, we give up.
Pretty much,
gonna, gonna break them up,
Fair enough.
and it's just like, okay, like why? What's the point of any of this then? You know what I mean? Like, why am I invested in this? Because I get what you're saying, and I think that could
Yeah.
be interesting. But once again, I feel like it's just the level of like getting to that point. I don't think if it didn't feel justified.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because like the entire leading up to it was like, oh, they're gonna be together. It's like it's treating them as one entity essentially. And then I was just like, we're gonna break them up. It's like, okay, why? It's like, I mean, yeah, they're based on trauma and stuff. It's like, okay, did we see any of that before? It's like, technically,
But not like I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like not like their personal like feelings about what's happening. Kind
like
of.
it would
Yeah.
be super interesting to maybe like in season 5, maybe season 4, have them go on a date. Like they have a breather finally,
Yeah.
right? Of like, okay, we don't have to worry about this, and it's just awkward.
Mhm.
Like they don't really like when they're trying not to think about the kids, not think about
Mhm.
the upside down and stuff like that. They just don't know what to talk about. They just don't get along. Like you could have Jonathan be like, oh, I really like this band, and she's like, oh, I don't know, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like this. And then have them go to a movie, and Jonathan's all like into a horror film, and she's like, this is gross. And then they're watching a romance movie, and he's like, gosh, this is so boring. And like you can do so much stuff
Yeah.
of how they disconnect, and or
Like set
bond.
it up better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so it's this kind of thing. Like Jonathan also kind of makes me mad, but it is very personal. Of a case of like I want to relate to him
Mhm.
because just based on the concept, I should. However, because he's just not anything, it's just like okay, thanks. You know what I mean?
Right. I got you.
So we do want to probably just put him with Nancy.
That's what I think too.
Over or under?
Up to you.
Yeah, I think my favorite, well, like he said, I think my favorite part of the character, well, not that you said exactly, but you mentioned, like, my favorite part of his character is his relationship with his brother. I feel like there's not really much.
Yeah, that's probably the only
Yeah.
good bit of it that you
I
get.
agree. Yeah.
What would you think?
Sorry.
Over or
I
under
put him
Nancy?
under Nancy.
Under Nancy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, there we go. And now on to the GOAT, Steve Harrington.
S. We don't even need to talk about
S
it.
tier.
But
Yeah, I
we
was about to
can.
say, I'm okay with
S
that.
tier. S tier.
But-
Steve is.
I will say, this is kind of playing devil's advocate here.
Mhm.
His jump to being this nice babysitter, Steve Harrington, is kind of out of nowhere. But I didn't mind it because he fit that
Yeah.
role
I
really
mean,
well.
I'm not gonna say it was out of nowhere,
I knew he wanted to change.
but at
and
the
be
same
better,
time, there was that character development that I really
Yeah.
did like, because he went from like being your typical like high school bully,
hmm
and then up to, I guess, to the end of like season
Season
5, where he
one.
realized like, hey, I know I wasn't the best guy to begin with, like, I guess whenever this all
Right.
started, but it's like just for how much he really started to care for the rest of the group, like mainly the kids, like he'd basically be there to help them get them out of stuff at times.
Yeah,
It's just like, okay, he's a good guy. He's got a heart somewhere in there.
exactly. And he's the best parent in the show.
Best parent.
That's true. That's
Not
true.
really.
Absolutely the best parent in the
Those
show.
their
The
parents,
parents
annoy
were
me
so oblivious
much.
to everything.
Exactly.
They're literally
Except Ted. Ted's the
worst.
goat.
Oh my gosh.
Who's Ted again?
Ted Wheeler.
Ted is Mike and Nancy's dad.
The goat.
Oh,
He was literally just
He
there.
maybe has 2 minutes of
He was
screen
never
time
in
the
any
entire
big
show.
part of the
Maybe
show.
2 minutes.
He was just the typical dad.
Okay.
Language.
oh, I
Language.
remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I have to agree with Steve. I feel like every time I've seen him, I've always kind of liked him. Especially kind of like like what Zai was saying, his arc from being the bully character to a more like protector. I think it's kind of neat.
Yeah, and I like his bat.
Yeah.
His bat's freaking cool.
I'm just gonna. All right.
Is that the one with the
Never mind.
nails on it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say, didn't what's his name from Walking Dead have that first? Negan,
No,
whatever.
it's
Or did
it-
that come out after?
It was a club with barbed wire on it.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're talking about, but
So either or could be used as a WWE weapon.
Oh, golly, don't even. Let me start with that. So S tier for Steve.
shout out to our sports episode.
Yeah, throwback.
Go back and watch the sports episode.
It's like
She rage.
episode.
Sophie over here rage baits hard in that
I
one.
don't remember that. What happened?
I'm gonna have to go
What
watch
did
it.
she do?
Just kidding.
I
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Did it start by then?
Oh.
A true rage baiter never.
I don't think it started. I remember she was saying that football like was a terrible sport.
Oh, football is an F.
gosh.
It starts with F for a reason.
Oh,
okay, I remember that. I
gosh.
remember that.
Yeah.
I gotta go watch that. I
She
know
would
y'all are
disgrace the
crashing.
rest of America with
I
that.
didn't even know football existed till I was like,
So you're in America?
yeah.
Sounds like it's an American sport.
Golly. All right. I don't even remember her last name, but freaking Robin.
Robin. I don't know either.
I feel like she was just a filler character the whole
I
the
kinda
time that
like-
she was there.
I
'Cause-
kind of like her though.
Yeah, I thought she was entertaining.
Yeah,
She was a cool like comedic character.
I'm about to say she's like
She was
comedic
funny at
relief,
times,
for
but
sure.
then it was like,
Like, imagine the season without her.
like season
all
3.
the Russian elevator
Because-
stuff.
Yeah,
really, I just felt like she became another character.
season
that-
3.
Oh,
Season
yeah,
3
when-
is crazy. The of Dustin, Steve, freaking what's
Robin
Lucas's
and
little
Erica.
sister? Yeah, Erica. Bro, I love
I
Erica.
thought, oh yeah,
She
I
was
I
just,
funny.
freaking love Erica.
I loved the like random. I don't know. I feel like it kind of felt random, like the
It was
three,
a
but it
random
was so.
pairing,
I thought it
but
was
it
so
worked well.
entertaining.
It was one of
yeah.
those that I felt like she just kind of got caught in everything just because she was
She was
associated with the
there,
people.
Yeah.
And like they were already almost in the heart of like the whole situation by then.
Yeah.
Wasn't season 3 the season with the never ending story?
Yes,
part?
that
Okay.
it was
Yes.
that
I-
greatest scene.
that
I'm
was, like, the
kidding,
one
not
s-
greatest scene.
I think it was like from that
They're
season
the reason Hopper
onwards.
died. No, I'm kidding. He didn't even die.
You're the reason Hopper fake out
Fake
out
died.
death for the
Hey,
7th time.
Homie was just hiding with Tupac. Well, I don't know what to tell you, dog.
You're right.
It's crazy.
You're right.
If he can come out, Tupac can too.
Same with Elvis.
Nah, Elvis is dead, dog. He's freaking dead.
It's like in the freaking Avengers. You have like Hopper, Tupac, Elvis, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, dude. Oh my gosh. I feel like she's a really good comedic character.
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain.
Do we want to? I'd probably go B or C. Like if he goes into C, it'd be over. Probably in between L and
Ellen
Mike.
Okay.
I have no opinion on it. So
Okay. What were you think?
I like that. I was gonna say
I mean,
that's
you kind of
fair.
saw a little bit of Robin in season 3. So what would you think?
Yeah, I'll kind of just agree with.
And I like her
whatever.
character in season 5, like how she was the squawk, and
Yeah.
yeah, I like that too.
So what would you think? B. Or
I
C?
like where you were saying C.
So, like, C in between
Elle and Mike.
Elle and Mike, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
'Cause, yeah, I don't think like
Just
she'd
freak
be.
Mike.
Freak Mike. All right, we got 2 more. So
you know what? Put Mike in F.
I'm Mike and F.
Update.
Update it. Well, we will update it if we need to.
Okay.
It's like we'll review it all and then update it. Last 2, we got Eddie Munson.
I know.
Yeah.
I
I would
you go ahead and talk about Eddie. I know you want
personally.
to.
I mean, he had probably one of the coolest scenes in the show, in my
I
opinion.
agree.
And I feel like he had like really, really great character development.
For a season.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
all in one season, he really became one of the most beloved characters.
Mhm.
But I'd probably, if I were to do anything, I'd probably put a over Lucas, or if he goes to S, I'd put him under Steve. Because
I don't know if I can put him over Lucas. I don't know.
Over Lucas?
Because Lucas is there. Well, because Eddie's influence is so
Mhm.
beyond his season 2 or so beyond season 4 because of his influence on Dustin and how like he's able to like become a better, or not a better, but just like more confident as a person in
Right.
Dustin, because Eddie was like the first one to enable him to be like his own person and like be able to like weird things, you know.
Mhm.
And yeah, he's got to be at least A tier, but
Yeah, I probably ain't going any lower than A tier
that's
with
fair.
Eddie.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of where exactly to go with him.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff I've seen and heard of him, like, yeah, he seems pretty cool.
Because
Character.
honestly,
he's
in my
cool.
opinion, he might be one of the most like probably best and beloved characters, temporary characters that they had in the show.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it seems like. Like I saw a
Or
lot
Bob.
on like.
Bob.
Oh,
Bob.
I forgot about Bob.
Bob.
One
Sad.
one of the things I really didn't like about season 2
Oh, I
is
miss
how
Bob. I totally forgot about Bob.
I love
Um, Bob.
was it
I cried.
how
when
you
Bob
have that
died.
moment, like that really actually like nice and sweet moment between Bob and Will, where Bob's like, you gotta like stick up to your bullies, like, stick up to yourself, and then when Will does, he just gets possessed.
Nah,
It's
yeah.
like, why would you do that?
Because
It's not
I
his
feel
fault
like
that Will's, I don't know, weird.
Well, no, well, I'm not saying Bob. I'm like,
for the right reason.
I'm saying like from a writing perspective, right? Like
Yeah.
as a writer,
Right.
why would you write that really nice scene between like
and then he gets possessed.
like yeah, like his stepdad and then like
mom.
himself, like he's helping
Yeah.
him like become more confident, and it's like, and you're not possessed for the rest of the show. Congrats.
Yeah,
Your-
that's one thing I would.
your
think
mom.
You should have just cowered in fear.
is-
You should have just ran away.
Man,
Freaking
I mean,
loser.
I would feel like some of that feels like because Bob is not totally like aware of the situation and which is
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on at that
Mhm.
point, because I feel like in any case with anyone being in that situation, they're not gonna talk to someone about it for a while unless they really know him.
Exactly.
So I'm figuring he just thinks that, oh, he's getting picked on. He doesn't know a freaking demon and a half is starting
Yeah.
to trying to get his everything,
That's
man.
pretty much.
That's kind of what I'm saying. There's just a case like
But Bob's intentions are just, I
Absolutely.
love the guy.
it made me like Bob a lot
R.I.P.
because
Bob.
like that's a really nice moment for a kid that like that isn't yours, the one that you're trying to take care of because you know you're in love with this woman and like
Yeah.
you want to be a good father to their kids. I'm like that's an awesome moment.
Mhm.
That's why I was saying like it gets me mad because I'm like as a
Mhm.
writer, why would you choose to do that?
Right.
It's true. So what you're
Dang.
saying is you should have been a Duffer brother.
I should have been right there.
Absolutely. I agree.
been right there. He would have done this
Should have been right there. I would have deported all of them and just run to myself.
Oh no. We're off the rails way too quick. All right.
Yeah,
oh,
that escalated quickly.
okay. Okay. Reel it back in. We're on Eddie. So
Yeah.
we only got these 2 left. So
A tier.
Eddie. So A tier. What-
Where though? Who's in A tier right now? It's Lucas and-
Lucas and Will.
I'm willing to put him over Lucas.
Put him
if
over
you want
Lucas?
to.
Willing.
Yeah.
Willing to?
Yeah.
This is okay. Okay. Now the last one is I totally forgot. I put this one today, but Billy Hargrove. If y'all don't, Billy
yeah.
was Max's older brother. Or
Billy's also good.
were
at
they
basketball.
blood related or were they step siblings?
Step siblings.
Step
Because like
siblings.
he didn't really like her, honestly.
So, as a kid,
hmm
I really liked the live action Power Rangers movie.
Dude, I told
Where
you.
is this going?
It took me the long. I think it took me till Stranger Things to realize that he was in that movie. Just because I don't remember what sparked it. It's like this dude seems so familiar. Like I'd
Yeah.
seen him
That's
somewhere
crazy.
or something.
I just like I think he's kind of like I said I've only watched up to season 2, so like all the stuff I've seen about him was kind of like meh, and then
You
stuff
need
that I've
to-
seen extra as
yeah.
well. I was like, all right, like this seems interesting.
Right.
Mhm.
So it's just a case of like from everything that I know about him, I probably would say like B or A, but that's just from what I know about him.
Yeah.
He's just kind of scary character.
I'm about
Yeah,
to say
he
in
was-
season 3.
It was just because of like the way that he was brought up
Mhm.
from his dad.
I
And
don't
they
really
just-
Where's this
remember.
kid?
It was
Steve
kind
over
of
here
it was one of
so much.
those not the typical like school situations, but like that at home.
Oh,
like,
he was
hurt peop-
homeschooled.
No,
Oh.
maybe I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know if he was schooled, but either way, it's
Is
more.
that why he turned out bad?
It was in a situation that like
Homeschoolers are bad.
the way that his parents treated him was turned into how he treated other people,
Yeah.
type of deal. That's the reason why he was just so
Hurt
intense
people,
and
hurt
such.
people.
Yeah, quite literally.
Real.
Like that's honestly what I was about to say, but I'm
I
like I was
just
trying to drift
remember,
away
like,
from
his-
that. It just sounded so
I
corny.
just remember his childhood. Like I remember the flashback or whatever established his sad backstory or whatever. I just remember it being like I didn't feel like it was enough. I don't really remember what happened though. I was like,
Honestly, that's kind of I have that pet peeve a lot when it comes to like a lot of different shows, things that like. How much time are we at?
Yeah, how much time are we? At?
45 minutes.
Okay,
Okay,
we're
I'm not
fine.
gonna go on the rant then. Yeah, no, I'll stay silent.
2-minute rant.
I mean, if you want to make it in like 5 minutes or something, you
Oh,
can try to
that's
do
kinda
that.
long.
I have a huge pet peeve when it comes to a lot of different things, and I think the most prominent
That's
one
the
right now
max
has
we're
been
going.
the Amazing Digital Circus, right?
Hmm
So we have like this bully character, this character who's very mean to everyone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But no, it's okay because they had a sad backstory.
That's true.
That drives
That's
me up
kind
a
of true.
wall.
It's like Sandman and Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Is that like,
It's like I'm stealing, but my daughter's sick.
Like I feel like some characters should just be completely evil. Like and not. I think especially like in kids. Maybe this is gonna sound weird, but like one part I want them to learn empathy. Like everyone's just human, but I also on the other part like making evil characters seem like more like excusable. Their actions are more excusable and stuff, which I don't think is good.
I agree because it's definitely just a case of like characters like that tend to almost get like their actions, the way they treated people, the way they hurt people, almost gets tossed to
Yeah.
the side because they had a sad backstory.
Yeah.
So it drives me up a wall because it's like they kind of deserve consequences for that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like Billy is kind of a really essential because I'm pretty sure like he dies, like he ends up dying and stuff. So it's like
does.
all right, like
I mean, at that point in which he died, he died trying to protect
Yeah.
Max.
which is
Really?
like kind of.
Mhm.
I don't remember that.
That was really
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
was
consider
kind
it
of
a
a brief
consequence.
spot.
Well, it's one of those things where like
Season
I
3.
kind of do end up liking that more because like he gets the consequence of dying,
Mhm.
but he also ends up doing it like protecting someone. It's kind of like with
Yeah.
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, he did do all this evil stuff, but he ended up dying in the process of
Yeah.
redeeming
Someone was
himself.
like, he has a heart at the end of it.
Mhm.
Exactly.
But at
So
the
it's like,
same
there's-
time, I know I just said what I said, but at the same time, I'm like, I kind of do like when they humanize, because like,
there's a difference between like humanizing and kind of taking it too far. I believe
Yeah.
to where like you have someone who is almost like genuinely evil and like pushing people to a certain point. Like I said, like the main one I'm kind of thinking of is a Jackson Amazing Digital Circus. I don't know if any of y'all have seen it, but like
I don't
when you
think
have
so.
characters like him, when you have characters, theoretically like Billy, 'cause I don't know much about him, but even just I'm trying to think about this off the top of my head. Shigaraki from My Hero's coming to mind, but once again, I don't know if you guys like. There's just,
Sorry, dog.
No, you're good, but it's like there's a lot of characters that kind of have that trope of like, they had like they had a sad backstory, so everything they did is okay, and it's like
yeah.
there should be consequence, but there shouldn't like all their actions shouldn't be tossed to the side.
Excused.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's the thing like with Darth Vader, you have the hypothetical of like, what if he lived and like he kind of kept going on? It's like then I would kind of want to see a trial.
Man, if he'd
Yeah.
if he'd have lived, he probably would have gone
'Cause, like-
through like every bit of like almost probably court
Yeah.
or
I think
whatever would
it's
be court
fitting.
in that galaxy.
Yeah.
Almost
something.
execution, I would think. He'd
Yeah.
probably die either way.
I think
Trial's just ceremonial at that point.
I
Go
think
ahead.
the most fitting ending for evil characters is them dying a sacrifice,
Yes.
because like,
I don't even think Billy ended off being that evil, in my opinion.
I mean, it's because whatever
in
the
the third
demo,
season,
I guess
yeah,
the mind
'cause
flayer
he's-
had a hold of
mhm.
him. So
'Cause
it's
he's
like,
possessed
Okay,
for
that's
most of
why
that
he turned
season.
completely
yeah,
insane.
that's why he was insane. Like
But
it's
then
because
he-
the mind flayer took a hold of him.
Mhm. But then he comes to his senses and saves Max.
Yep.
So, which was sad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'd be, I get, yeah. Since we're at the end of this, I'd probably go ahead and put him with Max and be
That's fine. And
What
then
do you think?
below Max though.
probably below Max.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Max is in B. Yeah,
Okay.
that's about right.
You go with that,
yeah.
or is there anything else that you have on your mind?
I don't really know that much about his character, like kind of development.
'Cause,
and
I mean,
different things.
yeah.
I barely remember that much about him.
Okay.
I kind of remember
Mhm.
like 3 main scenes, so I can't really speak to it. I think.
I'd probably be okay with him being in B under
Yeah,
Max.
under Max. Yep.
All right, he's going to. All right, so just to run through it all real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. We have at S tier, we have Dustin and Steve. A tier, we have Eddie, Lucas, and Will. B, we have. Give me a second. Okay, it's coming up. It's trying not to come up. Okay. B, we have Max and Billy. Oh, it's coming back up. There we go. We have okay. Wait. Okay. B, we have Max and Billy. C, we have L, Robin and Mike, and then D, we have Nancy and Jonathan.
That seems fair.
Seems fair. Anybody? Everybody okay with this?
Now that I'm seeing
Objection.
Will's hair, he goes in F tier. Because I forgot how bad.
Whose
it was.
ideal was the
Because I
hair?
forgot
That's
how
my
bad it was.
question.
It's so bad.
Who thought this was a good idea? Freaking homie over here looking like Mo from the Three Stooges, quite literally. I don't know if that's before y'all's time, but good lord.
No, I know what you're
Go
No,
look
I
him
know
up.
what
You'll
you're
know what I'm
talking
talking
about.
about.
No,
But
it's-
either way,
But
okay.
yeah, I'm fine with it.
I'm okay with all this.
Me too.
So, any final thoughts on anything for y'all? Or y'all just ready to go back and sleep? Video
I
games.
feel so
That-
bad. I haven't rage baited anyone this episode.
That's surprising. That's really because you like developed a thing almost this whole freaking semester for that.
Yeah.
Do it now,
I mean, oh,
even though we're expecting.
uh
it.
oh, yeah,
Why
we
did I
were coming in
rage bait?
expecting.
When
You can say the finale was
I guess
great.
if she knows more about what
That's
she's.
real.
I guess if she knows more about
What?
the topic, she'll
I
know
said
what
the
to
finale
rage
was
bait
great.
about.
Oh,
you
Like,
know.
yeah.
It's like
no, I actually do have something to rage bait about.
Uh oh.
oh no.
I actually disagree with Nancy being in D. I think she should be in A tier.
Okay.
And with that, we're signing off.
All right. Before we really crash out, we have what are the plans for the next episode? Exactly.
Next,
what's
okay,
going
so
on?
next episode we're planning to be doing a collaboration episode with the podcast.
Wait, don't shout out their podcast till later.
Bruh.
Why?
Okay, fine.
With
We're doing a collab episode. What do you think we're doing?
We're kind of in competition with them, sort of, because whoever has the most views on our
Oh well, I'll go watch all
podcast,
y'all's stuff then.
thank you,
Please.
thank you,
We really
gets extra
appreciate it.
points for the end of the semester.
Dude,
Sweet.
our conspiracy episode is 400. I think we're fine.
No, but it doesn't count unless it's like on Buzzsprout.
We can't even post more to Buzzsprout.
Oh, I love Buzzsprout.
Oh, okay, never.
So it's just a case of, like, I think Fenton even said we'll start taking YouTube analytics. But anyway,
Okay.
so we're doing a collaboration with the podcast Triple Take. We're gonna be discussing movies at like just overall.
Oh,
So I think it's gonna be
Maybe a
each of
lot
our
there.
like
That's a
favorites. One that we think is either like overrated, underrated. One that's kind of like in the middle of the pack, and then one that we hate. So then we're gonna be kind of like doing a tier list of that. And at least for me, I'm gonna be trying to choosing those movies based on what I think would cause good discussion.
Yeah.
For a little teaser, the one that I hate would be Age of Ultron.
Wow.
I despise that film.
I mean,
But-
yeah. That was probably the weakest out of all the Avengers movies. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
But
It-
I will discuss my reasons on the next
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, we'll go
I
with
won't.
that.
I won't speak on that.
But thank you, Noah, for finding a time
Absolutely.
and being able
Yes,
to
sir.
adjust after what all of what's already gone on from Saturday to today.
Yeah.
But all right, well, I think that's about it for this episode. So we'll see y'all on the next episode with the collaboration with Triple Take, and we'll see y'all then. Adios.
Bye.
Later.
Got the record.